Hey, guys.
Hey, David, how are you?
How are you?
I'm nearly awake.
Yeah, that's right. You're out in California, right?
No.
No, you're...
I'm in Dallas.
Oh, okay. Do you have to sometimes think about where you are?
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Look,
I this first year is Venezuela. Let me think.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we actually write songs about it. There are songs. There's a song on the last record called Sky Trails that's really actually about feeling lost wherever you are.
Really? Which one is it?
Yeah, Sky Trails.
Which song is it?
That song.
Oh, the Sky Trails. Title track.
Title track.
Duh.
Yeah.
I know we talked to you once before about the Sky Trails tour. And now this is a bit more electric than your last tour that came through, correct?
Yeah, there's two bands. The other band is the Lighthouse Band. That's
right.
Acoustic, and that's Mike Lee and Becca Stevens and Michelle Willis and myself.
Now you've got Michelle Willis on this tour, though.
And it's, Michelle is on both in both of the bands.
Yeah.
The band I'm out with now, this is the Sky Trails Band. This band is Michelle Willis again, and she's in both bands because she's such a killer of a singer.
Oh, yeah.
Then it's based on my old band CPR. It's me and Jeff Pivar and my son James Raymond are fronting it, and I've got this crazy girl bass player in my lease.
Who is she? Where'd you find her?
Some tiny little country there, and our old drummer Steve DeStanislow is not out with, thank God, not out with David Gilmour, and so we were able to get him.
And you got Jeff Pivar, is pretty good.
Oh,
he is awesome.
Scary. The guy's gotten even better, man. He's at the peak of his powers. He played some shit last night I just flat out couldn't believe.
And your son, James Raymond, on keys and vocals. He's also awesome. See, the reason I say that is because I'm a huge CPR fan.
Yeah, he's terrific, and we do, there are some songs from that band that are some of the best I ever wrote. So we do stuff from there, stuff from CSN, stuff from CSNY, stuff from the Birds even, if sometimes.
We were just checking out... I think it was your latest Tonight Show performance, and
it was back in May of 17.
Oh, it was May of 17. Yeah. I wasn't watching it; I was just listening. Ethan had it in front of him, and I go, "Is that David singing?" And he said, "Yeah." I said, "Man, your voice is still killer, just amazing."
Still, what are you doing?
I don't really understand it. It doesn't make sense, but don't tell anybody. I'm just going to actually keep going for it.
Well, I was listening. We were listening to "She Got to Be Somewhere," and it's got a little Steely Dan feel to it. The horn play. You having a horn section? Are they traveling with you guys?
We added a horn section for the TV show. Nice guys too. New York horn players. They were really good.
Yeah, they were really good.
You know what I'm curious about, David? What song of yours throughout your whole career, maybe, that during the writing process was drastically different than what we ended up as fans getting in the final product?
What went through the biggest change?
Yeah.
That's a really interesting question. Might be Almost Cut My Hair. Almost Cut My Hair I wrote, and it was like a ballad.
Really?
And then and then I got a hold of an electric guitar, and we played it, and it just sort of came out all different. Say yes, sir.
Are there any that went through drastic changes that maybe you think, like, I kind of like it the first way. I wish I had done it that way?
Usually when that happens, I like it both ways. I wind up liking the original demo of the thing, and then I wind up really liking how the record turned out. Because when I make records, man, I leave the door open for, happenstance and good luck. And when you get it, then you've got two versions. You've got a simple version and one that happened in the studio and got magical.
If you just joined us, we're talking to David Crosby. By the way, we should mention that David will be at the Ridgefield Playhouse on Thursday, June 12th, with the Sky Trails Band. And do you have a formula for when you write? Do you go someplace special to write your songs, or when they come, you just sit down somewhere quiet and pop them on paper?
Well, okay, there's two main sources. One is if you're working on words, and one is if you're working on a set of chord changes in a melody. And for chord changes and melody, I put a guitar in. I have several guitars in several different tunings scattered around my bedroom, so I can go from one tuning to another without having to retune the guitar. I've got guitars on the wall. I've got guitars in the closet. They're kind of part of the house.
Yeah.
The other thing is, and I play them every day. I do it every day, usually at night. Usually when I am getting ready to go to sleep and then getting sort of done with the ordinary work part of the day, then I, become herbally enhanced, as they say.
I got you. Understandable.
And then that's how I look for chord changes, is in that particular way.
Gotcha.
So the other thing is, and this is something that Joni Mitchell thought. She was my old lady for about a year. And one day I said something to her, and she said, write that down. And I said, write what down? And she said, what you just said. And I said, what did I just say? She said, you said blah, 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 and it was really good. So write it down. Why don't I write it down? Because if you don't write it down, it didn't happen. And that slowed me up for a second. I had to think about that one. And so what I do now is if I get 4 words in a row that I like, I do write them down. I keep books. And I don't write them down on a napkin or anything, but I write them down. Because you look at them 3 days later, and they inspire 2 whole verses. It's just a great tool. And I'm very grateful to her for teaching me that.
We're going to get kicked off the tour here in 40 seconds. So let me ask David one last question. Can you synopsize what kind of stuff you guys are going to be doing at the Ridgefield Playhouse on June 12th?
Everything. There's a chance of anything from the Birds to something we wrote this week.
Wow. Well, I love the arrangement that you did on the Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon. Can't wait to see you again. We've every time you come to the Playhouse,
our listeners, by the way, love your appearances. Huge.
Please do come because the songs speak better for me than I do, and I'm telling you, man, it's a fantastic band. The show last night was one of the best I've ever done.
Well, we can't wait. David Crosby, thank you so much as always for joining us.
Thank you, man.
Take it. Bye.